Ignore this. Ignore the moon swatches. Get to this. This is gonna suck. This isn't going well already. Okay, excuse the background noise. There we go. We need a teeny bit more room. Fuck off, other notifications. Gonna kill somebody. Okay. I'm gonna explain why. Here, I need a new movement that I was complaining about earlier before I got the new swatch. So. Which is off to the side right now. What's up, Hook? Oh, everybody's here today. That's nice to hear. Oh my lord. Well, let's get started. Where's the ball? No, it's right here. Try to get this on screen. Am I live on different channels? No, why? Oh, okay, so no, I don't have two channels. Bryce thought it would be a good idea to copy my channel. So you'll tell the difference. It's pretty easy to tell the difference. So if you go to that live, you'll know it's not me, trust me. I've talked to him about it, so no, I don't have two channels. I do not have two channels. Bryce made a little mistake, and we dealt with it appropriately. Rather, I dealt with it appropriately. So, today what we're doing is showing you why. I know, Sawyer. Dude, that was a little excessive, Sawyer. Why this movement needs to be replaced. And I don't like doing this because this is one of my personal watches and I love it to death. But, hey Ashley, I'm sorry to hear about that. Hey Brittany, hey Booked, hey Ashley. Yesterday's live was weirdly on private. I messed something up. I just don't know what it was. Anyways, this is that special watch of mine. That's I hate working on, but we have to do it anyway. So gotta love it. Oh, look, I even took the dial screw out. So this is going to be a pretty complicated movement, as you can tell already. Stop it. There's three parts rather, on the broken screwdriver. Tweezers. Why do I still mess that up? I still mess up tweezers and screwdrivers. I'm like fine now. Like a couple days ago. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's a couple reasons I need to get a new movement. And the moon swatch was a temporary happy. So what we can do now, we can flip it over. As you can see, the chronograph hands aren't working and stuff and things. So what we're gonna do today is fix that. There's your small secondary seconds. You have your chronograph minutes and your chronograph hours. Chronograph second hand, minute hand, hour hand, and then the date wheel. You don't have to, you don't need to be on all the live streams. I appreciate you being here though. So what I'm gonna do is get to this movement stopped. I forget Valjo makes their movements so well. Anyway, I was trying to hack the movement, didn't do it. How much should a battery replacement cost? It depends on what your budget is. So this is not a battery watch. This is fully automatic, speaking of that. Don't take that out of context, because this is not a weapon by any chance, by any means. And this is the wrong movement holder, by all means. Look at how chunky that is. That's crazy. So I'm going to turn this off just so I can kind of focus here. I'll keep it going on the audio. There we go. That's better. See, now I can wind it properly. Bye, Ashley. Which all nice and good and fun. What we need to do, okay, is get these hands removed. That's where it gets tricky because of the chronograph pushers. Like to get in the way. There we go. That is, well, one hand. That's always the most difficult hand. And then we're going to, since we hacked the movement already, we're gonna take, where did I put it? Did I throw it out? Dang it. Still drying off, and I kind of soaked through my drawers. What? Oh, no way, I accidentally threw it out. Damn. Please tell me I didn't know we're good. Okay. So I'm going to freaking dry through my own. It's good, Bryce. And now other watchmakers hate it when I do this, but I don't have hand removal tools. That's off. Your small seconds off here. And then we can get the other chronograph minutes off. Okay. Camera off. Banana. This is gonna get ugly. Oh, forgot the hands. Oops, there we go. This is not going to be fun for me or the dial, which is why now I can use this. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, got that second hand off too. Or the subdial hand. Bruh. The fucking hands went everywhere. Damn. What is your second hand? Where's the hour hand though? Ooh. Oh, the hour hand, I can't do this. this game today. Smells like a skunk died. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I saw you go flying. Probably went this way. This is not a great way to start this. This is not how you start a watch. Not restoration. Disassembly. Well, not on the floor. Anyways, we'll find it eventually. Get the dial out of here and make a fucking mess on my desk. Okay, cool. We're back. We got the hands off. Sorry, it took some weird means. Where's that fucking drawer? So, we are on our way to fully removing these fucking Alpha products off my desk. Here it is. No, it isn't. A different hand. Okay, hold on. No, there you are. Found it. Take it back. Make me black. What? Alright, let's start. Since this is a Swiss ETA movement, and all ETA movements do this, they have little, almost said hookers, I don't know why. Little hamburger helper dial feet holders. Thingy. That hate you to your fucking core. That won't make you look good on a fucking live stream, apparently. Excuse the squeaking in the background. That. Yay, first try. Not. There we go. Now we can remove the dial. I think the dial on this is enamel. I don't know. Like I like how I say I think, and then I just don't know. Because that makes so much sense. It's a very nice dial. Good Lord. Never has this ever. Dial's off. And now we can commence. Which is pretty simple from here. Kinda. So this is just our dial washer. Has no significant value. Kinda like me. What? No. It's just kind of set on here. There's no real magic to it. Dial out of here. Which sees there's. This gets a little more complicated. Don't know why I almost said schizophrenic. But it gets there. Oh shit. This is like super hard to place on this movement holder because it needs a chronograph movement holder and I don't have that. There we go. That works. Good enough. So what we'll do is we will remove these. Sorry, I need a better angle. We're gonna remove these little holders. Move. These hold the dates and wheel in, and that holds the day wheel. So let's start the disassembly. I don't know if you guys have been watching the shorts I posted today, but earlier on a different stream, I had a package in the mail. And that happened to be a new watch. After I was kind of bitching and moaning about this thing being broken. So, I kind of won today. In other words. So this one is a lot more complicated than the 3135, as you'll see. I hate working on this, but knowing that may or may not have a new movement on the way, I'm okay with this. This is fine with me. I have to be slightly careful, unlike what I just did. Because, my neck is killing me, I'm old. Because this isn't cheap, and if I want it to work again, I better follow my shit. So, yeah. We're just gonna remove this plate. As you can see, these are just held on by one spring. Not a big deal, probably. But the parts lister is gonna go crazy here. There it is. Your big weird spring, I almost said screw, because I'm special. Something happened to your school? Oh no, what happened? Everybody okay? And now, since we did that, 8 wheels free. Yay. Which means next I have to remove this plate, because this plate has no significance or hers. Oh, like drove into one? Drove into a pole? No fun. This is a screw. Oh. Oh, I was right. Oh, you ran. You good? Are you okay from that experience? Now, remember, these movements are kind of funny when it comes to parts. This is where things get tricky. That's just one plate. Now you see this? This is where it gets tricky. Lord have mercy. Okay, so thank God I know what I'm doing. I'm going to remove you, this. I took the can of pinion with me by accident. And this is the piece that got me all funky. See how it's super loose? Yeah. This off, this comes off. This kind of comes off here, and I'll kind of explain what it does. But really, what it needs to do is kind of figure itself out. Oh, boobies, I dropped it. Well, that has entered basically the nether of the watchmaking world. That's in my thumbnail. Lovely. Love it. Gotta fucking love it. This is, no, never mind. Oh, never mind about that. Oh, that's from the, oh, tummy now hurts. My stomach always hurts. Too old to crawl on the ground. One second, people. There you go. Okay, I had to literally turn an entire iPhone on to be able to get hit any random spring down here. To be able to get to this. Ouch. I have no idea where it went. There's the old version of the box. I was just talking about it and then it just slipped out of my hand. Intentionally. Well, that part was kind of needed. That was the part that was all messing everything else up. It really was. Tummy hurts. Nope, not gonna do it. Oh, duh. I have to poke a little bit out. Okay. Found it. So that piece needs to be held down by, or set in by a certain tool. Which I think we apply before any of this. Oof. What's up, BMK? BMCK. I'm dyslexic sometimes. It's weird. And here's the Spring of Nightmares. Love the Spring of Nightmares. Yeah, damn. Flying plastic parts. And kind of the Kim Kardashian in the air, I guess. Same scenario. Flying plastic. Okay, now that that's all done, we can flip a bitch and work on the back. Here's where the fun begins. Here we go. Okay, so here's how a chronograph works. Start here. All right, started the chronograph, and then you're gonna stop it and reset it. So that's just kind of how that works in a real quick move. So now we're gonna remove this. We'll stop the chronograph when it's necessary. Remove that spring, remove this one. This one's a huge spring. Oh shit, 1 second. There we go, there's that. Okay, now we can remove this without an issue. What am I feeling? Oh, that's glass from yesterday. Or whatever day that was from. That was a great sentence now, wasn't it? Yes, I did. What do you mean? Oh yeah, got the gangrene nails. Herbert will show you his pedicure. What? Yeah, oh, bruh. Okay. This is a more complicated movement. because it's from one of my personal watches, so I gotta be very careful here on removing bridges. It's the one reversing wheel, so the one reversing wheel. So instead of two, there's there's one. But the issue with this is it doesn't wind both ways. It only winds one way. So that's no fun. I'm still feeling glass all over the table. This interactive wheel. We can remove this chronograph minute wheel. And then this piece is also broken. But it's got a good spring in there because it kind of wobbly. So you can take out the chronograph center seconds right now. It's a little more complicated, like I said. Next, we can remove the whatever springy thingy. Okay. A lot more on this movement than anticipated. Which means now... Oh, and by the way, this spare piece that I showed you earlier stream before I got the swatch, this one, this would go, for example, right in there. It would go right in. There's a jewel down there. Yeah, like I said, there's a jewel down there where it'll rest very well and interact. So I need a new one of these. It's called an oscillating pinion. So there's that for you. Now, yes, now we can remove. Sorry about that in the background, because I'm hooked up to my fucking AirPods. Nice. Which probably means the quality is going to be much worse. Thankfully, I've learned to do this multiple different places. Different chronograph styles, not yet. But, yeah, see? This piece is broken. As shit. Which is another hurdle we'll have to jump in a second here. There's a lot. Hey, Manuel, long time no see. How you been? We are making our way to the full disassembly. And, yeah. Once you see everything stripped down, it really isn't that many pieces or parts. Oh, maybe not. Oh, do I go with this? That's right. So, this is a lot more complicated than all the other movements. So that's why I said we were kind of going to another realm of application here. This is a chronograph Valjo 7750 movement chronograph. Piece out. Jewel on it. Move the hammer, the whatever it's called first. This, and then a spring will go boing here in a second. No, it won't. Never mind. Turn. Here's the boing. The side. This we can remove. We can remove. We can remove this. There we go. First try, no problem. You didn't see that. I don't even know where the screw for that. There it is. We can remove this as well as sometimes when it wants to, I guess. Giant spring as well. We're just basically down to the basics. Like it's just the Zinni manual one. You know, obviously this has a huge power reserve based off the mainspring barrel you're about to see. Let that wind down. Hopefully, there it is. We are almost done with the disassembly. So, all right. Now we can remove the actual keyless works. Okay. Now we're removing the giant spring, double spring, by the way. That's a giant spring. Now we can remove the rest. And now there's a train in the background. Nice. This is going to be the most entertaining because if you guys really like to see these disassemble, these movements disassemble, you're in for a treat, obviously. See what's going on. What am I doing after this? Probably going to cry myself to sleep. It's nothing new. There's a lot more to this, these keyless works comparative to the other ones that we've done. Less complicated than Rolex, but slightly more, more. Bro, what? That thing took like a marathon. Where'd it go? Lord have mercy. Where did it go? I don't even remember what I was looking for. What was I looking for? Oh, right. Oh, maybe this will help my stomach feel better. Boo boo. Do I have to use that other technique again? Known as the iPhone 5S? The reason my flashlight's super delayed. But have mercy, these parts are like freaking slingshots. Purely technically, I did snap that out of my hand. Maybe I left it on the table actually. Wouldn't it be funny if it just landed in the extra parts? Nope, not really. It did not, so continue the search we will. If I can't find it in the last like 5 minutes, I'm gonna throw this phone. Not the one I'm recording on, but the one in my hand. I will purposefully go get something to drink because I am thirsty. Fucking beast. What happened if I demagnetized my phone? What do you think? Smart people only. Gotta take my pants off. Where did it go? Buster up here. Never know. Did you come from? I'm destroying my knees because you're something. Oh, it's funny. And it landed deeper in the watch case. Lord, have mercy on my soul. So glad I found it. Wheel, please, thank you. Just drop it on everything, I guess. Dial side absolutely completed. Now we are to work on be handy, bud. The actual, and this one is a hacking movement. So like unlike some of the, unlike that little 2688 we did, this hacks, which means it stops the seconds when you change the time. There is one way to make this non-hacking. Basically, that's to remove the hack. You'll see this eventually. Oh, this. Oh, that. Move the crown wheel. And now, the best part, remove the training wheels. Which is held on by 3 screws, per usual. We are not going to remove that just yet. Fully brain farted. We have to remove these. Look at how long this screw is. It's crazy. Just for the balance wheel. And then there's the pallet fork held in by 2 more screws. We all love pallet forks here. Can you believe it? We are 40 minutes in and we are still disassembling. Took 40 minutes to disassemble. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Heat pallet fork out. Pallet fork's good. Now, this has freedom of movement. Yeah, it's crazy. Like 40 minutes in and it's still being disassembled. Now we can finally fully disassemble it and reapply that piece that I messed up. So it will tell time again. Where do we put this one? It's a huge plate. We're going to put it here. And then I'm going to show you what we're actually working with. Since you've seen the YouTube shorts I've done on this, oh shit. You've probably seen a zoomed out version, but you haven't seen it live. Yes, we'll put it up there. There's a lot of parts here. So yeah, just expect a lot of stuff. But these parts are very well machined. No damage yet, which is nice. Don't hire other people to service it if you know how to service it yourself. That's all I have to say. Now we can do the tweezer technique. Basically just take it off. There it is. And then we can remove our train of wheels. Yay, great wheel or something like that. Here's your mainspring barrel. Look at how big that mainspring barrel is. That's crazy. And then here's your hack. Okay, so now what I gotta do is I think it's this one. Yeah. It is totally this one. Okay. So that is where this goes. It goes right back on the floor. Oh my god. Me. Am I going live tomorrow, buddy? I go live every day. Every single day. Not a good thing to do, but now you see where it's in. So it's good. Not falling off. Perfectly centered. So that's nice. So I'll show you. By the way, here's how you can tell what movement it is. Zoom in. There. See where it says ETA, that's your brand. And then 7750 would be your movement number. So zoom out. That part's applied, it should be able to change the time again. If you really want to see all the parts we're doing, here, that's what we just took apart. That's everything we did today, just now. All the stuff we have to put back together. Crazy. Oh, also, a minute. Run. Fart on me. What? I got a new bedspread. That's pretty cool. That during my earlier live, in the same live, I got that moon swatch. That's pretty sick. Pretty cool. I'm touching myself. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. Why did they let me out of the house? I'm hungry. I hit 900 subs. I don't know if I've done it yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting there. Maybe I have. My knee's been hurting me for days. Might need to go get it checked out. I might have lupus or something. Trust me, I don't even know how that works. I don't even know how lupus works. Is that like a thing? Yeah, but I don't really know the total parts count on this. Let's hope. Me putting that little piece back on And we'll let the time actually change. Your condom. By the way, these on Amazon are called your condom. Really sad. They're pretty cheap, so you can get them by like in packs of 500 or such. All right, let's get this reassembly going. It won't need much oil. Oh, in place, and then we can do the hacks. The hack is not right there. I didn't pick it up. Here, you kind of have to play with a little bit to get it back there. In there. You see how the balance wheel is here? This will kind of line up with the balance wheel. So when you pull the crown out, it'll stop, just like the Rolex. Here we start with the ape wheel there, and then we go 1, 2, yeah, 2, and then 3. A ginormous train of wheels. Go right there. Good Lord. I hear you, Sawyer. That's exactly how I feel right now. See how they all line up nice and neatly? And we just hope and pray to God that this piece goes on properly, like that. Oh, wow. Did you see how that just fell into place? Oh, my God. That just fell right into place. That's crazy. Now we'll start with the reassembly here. We use pink. This. I will need to raise you up so I can stand on mountains. Cool. Sawyer, stop grunting in the background. Oh my God. Sound like a fucking troll. Sawyer's my dog. I'm not yelling at a random child. Maybe. Oh. All right, cool. Now, see, we have the train of wheels properly seated. Yes, we do. Look, it's well oiled as well. Like the 3135 we have. Now my knee. And then we could do the crown wheel right here. Right there. This goes like this. It's pretty cool. It gives you like little context clues. Here we go. Anyways, nothing else today really was that eventful. Just kind of hung out. Think of a lazy day. I'm definitely not selling you that swatch now, Devin. I'm sorry. Thought the authentication factor was a thing. I guess not. That it is authentic and I like it. So that's why Devin's not getting it. Impossible to do? It kind of is. Really is. But you could see here. Oh, it's on the other side. That's right. The plan of attack. Okay, we're getting there. What's up? What's up, Cam? How you doing, dude? It's been a minute. No, it hasn't. But it's been a while. What you up to? Oh yeah, check out what we're doing. You have to work on all of that. There you go. Cool. Ah, shit. Of course, it fell off. Thank God it fell off when it's earlier in the disassembly. This is for me. Does it spin regularly? Or does it have to spin differently? The question is it broken off? No. Yes, it is broken off. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly why it won't get back there. That is the only way the actual second minutes will function. And because that, it broke off. So see if that'll work. May have worked, that may not have worked. I don't know. We'll see when it gets towards the end, because towards the end is where we get to that point. Oh, see. There's more checking for me. See how it's free? Teeny bit easier. Not. is I have to put this jewel of the pallet fork below, right there. Oh shit, never mind, that was above. Rarely do we get a first try on this channel, but I just double, quadruple, triple check. Cool, that's on. Sorry, the silence is deafening. Hey, good sleep. Good sleep. Good night, Manuel. I know the silence was deafening. My bad. I'm trying to think of stuff to say, but for some reason I just can't. But so far, that was a good deployment of the pallet fork, which is nice. Which means now we have to do the keyless works. Yeah, well made, by the way. These are very well made. So keyless works time. Right here. Now, the thing with this now is the keyless works. It's a lot trickier. Without mental sanity, I guess. Whatever cinches, cinches. That's what we call it now. Now we have this bit. And now see how we have this place here? That's the hack that we put in earlier. Right there. I think. I can't tell. Hold on. There it is. There it is. It's right there. That's the hack. So you have to line that up with this. Teeny bit harder. But no problem there. Oh shit. Cool. So that part's done. Now we can put the crown and stem in. Yeah, thank God this is blurred out. This looks really dirty. I'll just do it on the ground. Send it dirty. Okay, so like I said, the hack is there. I'm sorry. So now we put the yolk upside down apparently. Like I just said, I put the yoke upside down. A little foot leg. Soccer leg there. There's your foot if you want to take foot pics. What? This is where it gets tricky. Now, do I have to remember where went what? Or what went where? But I also have to get not this part. Bring that piece here. It's a little bit of a nightmare. It usually sorts itself. Not such a big deal. It's not really a big deal. At all. Not a big deal at all. It used to be, but not anymore. Okay, so that means you there, and you there, and you down. Look at that. Now you're missing it. That fly off screen. Okay. That's the tricky part. Getting this on it. Just to get this. Properly placed. I guess I could also just do that. No, I couldn't because this goes, that springs that way. Brother mans, why is this so difficult? Why does this have to be so difficult? I was able to get it, but I forget the technique every single time. There it is. Okay. That's it. There we go. As I roll over the rest of the parts. There we go. That's perfect. So, oh shit. I was honestly praying that's not where that didn't go. But it did. Don't do it. You have something to live for. There we go. Oh, son of a... I know y'all want to see the movement and the watches, but hey, what can I say? You know, deal with it. Okay, we're getting there. When that's done, we can test it by winding it. Okay, so now that we have that done, we can good old. Now, like you know, as we always test. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, Lil? Now we can replace over under. Here we go. Let's get that a little tricky. So there you go. It runs. Yay. What's up, Bomber? How you been? Oops. Yay. Just starting up a watch. We're just repairing it. Look at that. Look how perfect it runs, too. That's lit. So here, now you'll be able to see that jewel I was talking about right in there, where that pinion, the oscillating pinion goes, but the oscillating pinion don't work, so yeah. Most I could do is give you guys the example. It would kind of just deploy like that a little bit. Sawyer, settle. I gotta try to get this down properly. But you'll see it once it gets into place. Hey, Bomber. Once it settles into place there, you'll be, once it gets into that damn, It'll click in. It's a little tricky. Probably works better with the hack. There we go. Remember that hack that I told you guys about? That is what the hack does. Just stop the movement, or any movement rather. I gotta try to get this dead on. It's not really helping. But yeah, it's supposed to stand straight up. Although it doesn't like to do it all the time. Basically just giving it a rim job. What? I don't know why I'm giving it a rim job, but I'm giving it a rim job. So these, dude, these are extremely fragile pieces. Because you see that post? This is about the size of my finger. My finger versus this. And it just fucking fell off. But it's microscopic, dude. If I break that pole, which I did on top, a little pin, now that it doesn't work. So that's one part I'll need new. So that's why I was explaining that you have to be very careful on how you deploy. Getting there. I'm not going to use it. I probably went through all of this for nothing. Indeed, I did. But anyways, when I start the movement, where's the Cronin stem? It should. It's hard to explain. But there's a jewel right in there that, when properly seated, this will rotate. But anyways, once it's in, right, let's just pretend it's seated right there. Seats it. Just about perfectly. It will need that little bit of wiggle room to be able to start and stop your chronograph. Oh, there it goes. Like that. Just like that. That's not right where it's supposed to be seated, but just like that. It was just in the spot, but as you know, it'll need a little bit of wiggle room. So yeah, like that. It'll need, I'll zoom in a little crazier. See how it rotates in that jewel? There's that. There's this jewel right in there, and how it all lines up. Yeah, it's the size of my tweezer tips versus that. You are the only one commenting right now, Bomber. Hate to break it to you, but this piece is broken, so I was just showing you that for examples. So we're going to continue here. Assembly. Here. Now this can be reassembled in a lot of different ways. My way is, obviously this goes in first. Okay, here we go for you. This is, oddly enough, a giant spring as well. Okay, cool. So like this will need to be pulled back a little bit here in a second. Let me bring this piece into play. Yay! There we go. See how perfectly that sits now? We can now place the... Where the hell is it? This on? That's not right. I think that's not right. It should be a polished top. Yeah, like that. There you go. That is so well placed. I'm happy. Oops. This is complicated. What's up, Mad Max Games? How you doing, man? Okay. Oops. I think I mixed those two up. Something one time. Okay. This is where it gets a little tricky. So, wish me luck. Okay. So here's where it gets tricky. So these are the chronograph pusher springs, and everybody left. So this is where it gets a little hairy. And that's supposed to be like that. Next, you do have to. I learned this off of a Breitling chronograph that had this movement. A lot of Breitling chronographs have this, and it was a pretty simple get thing. Damn. I heard that. So did everybody else. Hopefully my mic isn't that good. Good Lord, Mom. Okay. Okay. Yep. Would you be able to get me Starbucks tomorrow? Or maybe a T Street? I haven't had that in a while. I told you Brass Tap closed, right? It is. I really liked their food. It was really good. Their food was good. They had a lot of. It was a comfortable place. That's where I was at too. Even David and I was like, dude, they're closed. I didn't. It was sad to see. I think this kind of looks like a little bit of a wishbone here. It's another spring. So this is getting a little more and more complicated as it goes, right? But guys, I think we're ready for our next step in the chronograph movement. Here we go. Look at this. Yay, the next bridge is on. Hell yeah, guys. I'm going to take my clothes off. What? No. Yes. Why? Yeah. Chris, take your pants off. There we go. Making progress, guys. Making progress. Hell yeah, boys. And homos. Look at this. We're getting there, guys. Hell fucking yeah. Whoops. Fuck to the hell yeah. Okay. Now we can use the chronograph central seconds here to stick it through the hole, Chris. And you can kind of see, remember, that piece would line up with this, right? And then that would allow this chronograph seconds to turn. I don't remember you gaining power. But welcome back if I missed it. So sorry if I missed your being here. I was probably very drunk. Okay, cool. We're working on a chrono. Okay, sorry about that. A chronograph movement, a Valjoux 7750 movement. Cool. Which means it goes chrono soupy fasty stuff. What the fuck did I just say? So this is just a tad bit more complex than the Rolex movements we've been doing as of late. So next we can place this spring here for your chronograph minute jumper. Which just takes a little screw here. Sorry, it's off screen. But yeah, this is just more of like, this is a personal watch of mine that we're fixing up here. So yeah, that's how this goes. This just gets a tad complicated sometimes. But this part makes it difficult. Okay. Sorry, it got a little more destructive as I was playing with the watch function. I had to be able to test the pushers because of the location of the action hammer. Okay, now we can put the action hammer down. There's the action hammer. Here's the Madigi Digger. There's the versing wheel. There's the intermediary wheel. There's another intermediary wheel. There's your crown wheel. We're doing good, guys. We're doing real fucking good. So we are almost done with this side, which is a fucking great thing. Which means we have to rotate this and get this all lined up, which is a bit of a nightmare. So let's hope and pray. Here we go. Okay, maybe not. Try that again. Using the screen as my guidance system here. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. No, we're not. No, the fuck we aren't. Shit. Kind of dropped it a little bit. Okay. 3 screws holding that bitch down. There we go. Look at this. I'm so excited, guys. To actually have to raise you up because of how tall this shit is. Yes, we are getting there. Let's see. Backroom memory. It's okay. Could you make your own watch if I wanted? Yes, I could make my own watch if I wanted. I actually am making my own watch because I want to. It's called the Metropolitan series. I don't know when it'll be officially released, but things are in the makes for creating my own timepiece. Yes. Oh, horseshoe that shit. This is the tricky piece. There we go. There's that spring. That now is putting tension on the action lever, action hammer, excuse me. And then this just goes in like this. Never mind. Try it again. Fucking never mind about that again. Jesus Christ. Here, if I do this. POV. Fuck. This is the worst spring ever. Because usually I molest these and then butcher them. There we go. That's the back completed. I'll show you how it works. So when you want to start your chronograph, you just go boop. Chronograph is started. You want to pause it? Hey, chill guy. You hit it again. And then to reset it, just like that. So that is a completed chronograph case that is not fully completed because we still have this side. So let's do this some good, guys. This is my personal watch. So oh shit. 1 second, guys. Oh, I'm back. Okay, so my bad. I had to go do something real quick. Did I even fucking do it? I think I did. I don't even remember. What's good, my fuckers? Say the N word. I think I said the N word. No, I'm kidding. I didn't say the N word. I'm not that dope. Okay. As you can see, you can actually see the chronograph pusher springs from this side. Remember, we did just complete this side. Let's just do this on the ground here. Okay, good enough. Well, since we already kind of put the automatic works together and the keyless works together, we can just kind of start with the proper full assembly of the dial side here. This goes here. There we go. It's on. Now this shall go here because it always does. And then we have you right here. And then this guy. This is where it gets a little more complicated than necessary. Goes here, which honestly, in my professional opinion, this piece here is absolute bullshit and not necessary. It doesn't fucking make sense, but that's my professional opinion. My personal opinion is exact same. Okay. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did it that way. So, and why did they use plastic? I don't fucking know. This should line up with the wheel. That's just under there. One second. Finding this one's place is kind of a bitch, so bear with me because this has to be the most useless piece. There it is. On this entire watch. It's fucking useless. It really is. So this usually would kind of go on both, but based off of shit experience and just pure fucking laziness, we're not going to do that. We're just going to set it there just so that it is there and still have a complete movement. Now, like I said, if I fuck this up, these movements new go for $400, $500, $600 to $700, which is not cheap. So we're going to place you on there and call it good like that. And then we have these fucking date wheels. Boop. And these really could just go facing anywhere, I think. But for this sake, we're gonna line it up with this. And then we're gonna line this one. Where the fuck does this go? Oh yeah, over here with that way as well. We are almost done with the dial side. Good lord, we're getting close, guys. Getting fucking close. Here we go. Feet so big, Chris stepping in leprechaun shit. Y'all know with that boom, boom, shit, shit. Y'all know with that boom, boom. Chris, take your fucking pants off so I can rape you. Doo, doo, doo. Chris, take your pants right the fuck off. Hell yeah, guys. We're getting there. We're so fucking close. That's not where this goes. Yes, it is. Never mind. So close, guys. So fucking close. Wrong fucking hole. Pause. There's just one little fucky wucky one. That's definitely not for screws. This one. No. Damn it. There it goes. That's not it. Those aren't the right ones. Sorry. For some reason, these don't want to go in. Did I? Right. These are wrong screws. I'm gonna take a dump on. Good lord. Oh, those are right. They said flush. Hey, what the hell? Did I use the wrong screws? Where I used the wrong ones? No, it ain't on the top here. I'm sure I didn't use the screws. Oh, these are for this. I'm stupid. It's these screws. I'm silly. What the hell? I put a load of trust into that just now. I totally forgot that was not screwed down. That was risky of me. Let's try this again. It's screwed. There we go. It's the right screws this time. Hey, what are you doing, monkey? Oh, you got Gumby's hand? What you doing with Gumby? What you doing with Gumby, Sawyer? date wheel. We can place. Oh, Sawyer. Hold on, check this out. Look at this. Look at that. Look at Sawyer. How cute. That's so cute. Look at that. That's my dog. He's just cuddling with his toy. We're taking a little watch break. Look at him. He's so cute. Anyways, back to this. Sorry, guys. I got really distracted real quick there. Getting there. Back up. Sorry, silence deafening once again. I think it goes this way. Difficult to think. There it is. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We just have a couple more pieces to get on. Ow. We're almost there. And we are almost. Wow, this took us 2 hours. This almost took us the entire 2 hours. Not even as time to stop and chat. That's the crazy part. Usually we stop and usually we chat, but I guess not today. Wow. That's crazy. Almost there. Hey guys. Just finishing up, just buttoning up this movement here. This does the date wheel. Oops. Did I do that silly? I did it wrong, didn't I? There it goes. That's better. No, it's not. Why isn't this thing? It is not staying down. For some reason, it's not connecting. Oh shit. Oh. Now we're almost done with our movement here. If you guys don't mind subscribing, this took an all of 2 hours for me to do. Now stuck in there. Wow, how did I do this? That might be a new record. There we go. I think I've set this on backwards. So we're going to try it again. Okay. Now we'll try it. Okay, here we go. I think I have these backwards. Give me a minute. Is this a lot sharper? I think that's right. we just gotta flip this spring over. Sorry about that. See the movement. Sorry this has taken so long. Okay. We are just about done. Okay. Then we gotta get this on. And then we can test it. We are getting there, guys. Okay, now we can test. This one probably works better once the other date wheel is on. Oops. There we go. Like, I was really hesitant. Oh, shit. 1 second, guys. I was really hesitant on doing this one today. But I think I hit 900 subs. I don't know. Because if I did, shit, that's a milestone. Okay, I'm gonna use the yellow. Okay, now we can place this. Okay, so everything does work now. Give it a second for the day to switch over. So the day is not going to switch over exactly the same as the date. Maybe not. Okay, now that that's completed. Okay, now we can put the dial back on. Okay, now we can put our dial back on. Call it a fucking day. Rather a fucking night. They're just gonna be able to set the hands properly here. Get the hours and minutes hand. Okay. Now we can set the hands on the movement. Now that hand is on. Sit down. Our first chronograph seconds hand. Or sorry, chronograph minute hand on. We get the actual minute hand, seconds hand. Okay, that's on. Next is the chronograph hours hand. And then at the very end here, guys, I'll show you my new watch. Sorry, better if I hold it. The seconds do run. It does run. It's a running watch. And for that, guys, we are happy and grateful. Sick. Okay. But till then, we don't know success quite yet. We don't have success quite yet, is what I meant. We are getting there. We are getting there. We are getting there. We just have. I know. I'm so close. I just got to put this in a hand, the second hand. Streams can run long. I'm running past my schedule, but I'm literally almost done. Photograph seconds. Just about to go on. There we go. Now we need the air blower thing to knock the phone off the damn thing. Beautiful. Bye-bye to the ball, I guess. Hey. What the hell did I drop? Oh, the air ball thing. Here. We can. This. That's good. Now we can place the case screws. We are so close to finishing this. We just have 3 things to do. Anybody who keeps saying, "Hey man, remember me?" Yes, I do. Except gaining power. I don't remember that guy. Well, today I'm glad I didn't mess the stream up by putting it on private like I did yesterday. Yesterday was a big fumble for me. Why is this working? What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. Shit. No, I'm in a predicament. Oh shit. Lord have mercy, guys. I know, Sawyer. Exactly how I feel. Oh, I lost both the screws. Nice. Nonchalantly letting them fall on the ground. Good job. Lord. Starts on the floor, ends on the floor. Anyways, this is just gonna be boring, so thanks.